Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about how to overcome your fear of public speaking, and let's be honest, public speaking is just one of the biggest fears around, whether it's doing a presentation at work, one of the umpteen speeches at a wedding, or anywhere else you're expected to stand in front of a crowd and speak without turning into a gibbering wreck. And some people seem to make it appear the most natural thing in the world, but they're rare and I'd suggest weird. And there are a few things you can do to overcome your fear of public speaking, or at least lessen it. And at first glance, they're going to seem simple, but don't let that fool you, because simple is often, and in this case definitely, very powerful. Start off by knowing your subject, and yeah, that sounds obvious, but it helps not just a lot, it's near enough most of it. Unless you're on an improv show and doing something like Have I Got News For You, where you're just talking about random things, unless you're Ross Noble, you need to know your subject, and your knowledge and experience will come out in your speech. You'll be able to handle any questions from your audience, if there are any, because you know what you're talking about. And if you're rusty on it, do a quick bit of research to bring you back up to speed. It doesn't take much, because you already know it pretty much. It's just brushing up on it, a bit like revision the night before an exam at school. Then rehearse your speech out loud. Once you've written your speech, whether it's a complete script or just a series of index card prompts, whichever you feel best with. Notice from this video I'm pretty much following what's written with a little bit of ad-libbing. Then speak your speech out loud, because our voices sound different in our heads, and you don't want the first time you really hear your speech to be when you're in front of your audience. Ideally, have a patient friend with you to listen to you, time you, and they'll need to be patient, because if you do this right, you'll be repeating your speech more than once until you get it reasonably fine-tuned. Not that you could necessarily recite it in the dark or something like that, but close. And the other thing is, don't bore your audience. Most of them are going to drift anyway. It seems to happen. They'll listen to the first bit, then they'll go off and think about lunch or something else in their minds. They won't physically go off, probably. Most of the time, shorter speeches are better than long ones, but don't just read out your PowerPoint slides in monotone, because they'd be boring like that. But be careful with humour. It's not universal, and there's nothing worse than your joke falling flat and your mind watching that tumbleweed slowly blow in front of you when a joke does fall flat. And get help. Hypnosis, it's a great way to help you overcome your fear of public speaking. It works to calm down the parts of your mind that just aren't playing ball. And with the right hypnotist, it can work really fast, often in just one session. So if you're close to Cheltenham, click the link below this video to book a hypnosis session with me to help you overcome your fear of public speaking. And before you know it, you'll be able to stand up in front of your audience full of confidence and deliver a great speech. Go for it.